there are a lot of people who are afraid when they hear cancer that death is the first thing that comes to their mind. The first thing that comes to their mind is to get better. The second thing I want them to come to their mind is to join Recovery on Water, to get that exercise, to know who we are, to know that you have a support system out there that's not going to treat you like a cancer patient. We're going to treat you like a person. We're going to get you up, get you moving, and tell you that there is life after cancer. Cancer is not the end-all, be-all.
I came across a mention of a rowing team in Boston for breast cancer survivors, and that's what said to me, aha, this is a great idea.
And we show up at the river. Nobody had ever been in a boat before. We had no idea even.
A tippy boat.
Right.
Very tippy
We didn't know
boat,
what a
right.
boat, how heavy it was, what it looked like, how big an oar was. And there were these students, and Jen just said, get in the boat.
When I was rowing at Michigan State, I volunteered with survivors. So I learned a little bit about the relationship between exercise and breast cancer. When I moved to Chicago, I just thought I would volunteer with the breast cancer team in Chicago. And there wasn't one, so we started one.
You just kind of get hooked on it. These ladies make you want to come. They are supportive, they won't let you quit.
It's about the rowing, but it's really not about the rowing. And so I think for me as a rowing coach to be able to just have, this sport be a vessel for that kind of development and those kinds of relationships has been really incredible.
The support aspect comes out in different ways. You're sitting around, we carpool, and you're talking about your kids or your job, and then all of a sudden somebody will go, well, where do you get your bras? And then,
Right.
It goes on. Or, when were you diagnosed? What was your diagnosis? And then a whole discussion goes. When we say we're going for a mammogram, your friends are like, oh yeah, everybody goes for the mammogram, it hurts, da da da. These guys know what it means.
Yeah, it's just amazing. I never thought it would be this way. And the outreach and the community, people that we're touching.
It's very exciting and very moving.
It's very
I think, to
heartwarming,
me.
I think,
Yeah.
to feel as though, it's almost as though we were a part of putting together this gift, and it's being given to more people, more women from different walks of life, and it's there, it's for real.
Mm-hmm.
I think I see all the same things in Row that you guys are talking about, but I think there's even more support because there's more coaches. When you get there, you know exactly what you need to do. There's always someone to tell you and help you.
Just in the 3.5 years I've been here, I've definitely seen, certainly the number of women that we impact has gone up. Our outreach, what we've been able to do going into local hospitals and survivor groups and things, and even bringing them in for a one-time experience, that's a huge impact that isn't necessarily reflected in our day-to-day, but certainly has a huge impact even just in our community.
I think it's clear to everyone who understands Row that the sort of arc of growth we've seen since the beginning through the 10-year anniversary, there's every likelihood that's going to grow and continue. Because why? Because the same kind of foundational vision about generosity of heart and sharing and using the fantastic sport of rowing to change people's lives and help women heal. It's a compelling vision.
Every year we learn a little bit more about what it is that survivors need and want, and will come to Row for. So it might be exercise, it might be nutrition, it might be finding support from someone else who's been through the same thing. And that's really at the core of what we do, and it will be at the core of whatever we decide to do in the future.
Row just changed my life, and I think every woman who comes into it, it changes them for the better too.
Don't think you can't do this, you can't do that. just come be with us. There's a place for you here.
I've had cancer, but I'm not a victim, I am victorious. So that's what Roe has done for me.
1, 2, 3.
Roe! Yes,